Hello fellow doll lovers, it's Janie. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my very first double doll restoration and makeover video. In my two previous thrift store hauls, I found this Disney store Belle right here and this Disney store Rapunzel, and I decided, since they were both Disney dolls and they both were badly in need of makeovers, I'm going to go ahead and do them both in one video. So the problem with the Belle doll, and let me see if I can reach around to show you guys. I have to scooch, just give me a second. Okay, the thing that's the problem with this one is her hair is very matted. It's like very tangled and frizzy, and the problem with Disney dolls is it tends just to be completely frizzy and fuzzy at the bottom after you wash it and brush it out. So I'm really hoping that it will just brush out nicely. But she doesn't have any issues with anything else except for she has no clothes and her hair is messed up, and I love her face. I think this is the nicest Belle doll I have. And then the problem with, let me see if I can understand. The problem with this Rapunzel is the same thing basically. Her hair is very ratty. It's not as ratty as Belle's because it is not textured, it is straight, but it is still very messy, and it's been put in this like weird ponytail thing. Her face is actually the nicest out of all of my other Rapunzels too. I just love her face. I could not pass her up. But anyway, I'm going to go show you guys how I fix each doll in turn, and I'm going to start with Belle since she needs a little bit more work. Now the first thing that I'm going to do with her is I'm going to take a brush and brush out her hair section by section so that it will not shed. And I'm going to brush it as gently as possible. So I'm just going to take her and I'm going to try and brush it out, and I will see you guys when I get finished with that. So I got her hair all brushed out, and it literally took me like an hour and a half. And her hair is very fluffy as usual. And it also just feels very grubby, like to touch it, my fingers kind of get sticky. So the first thing I'm going to do is wet it under hot water like I normally do. And I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. So I got it rinsed in hot water. And to get rid of some of that grubby feel, I'm actually going to take some Dawn dishwashing detergent right here. And just pour a little bit into my hands and rub it onto her hair to try and get rid of the gunk and really deep clean her hair. And just rub it in really well just to make sure that it all gets everything really nice and cleaned out. Make sure to get her scalp too, to remove any glue that might be on top of her head. Just rub it in really well until it gets all nice and foamy and stuff. So it's all, I think it's all scrubbed in, and it does feel softer already. And then I'm going to rinse all of this out and comb it through with my fingers to make sure that there aren't any more existing tangles. It's all rinsed out now, and to help cut down on the frizz and regain some of the softness, I'm going to take some conditioner and rub it all in her hair. I'm just using regular conditioner, and I'm really using a lot if I can get enough out of the bottle. There we go. Yeah, I'm using quite a bit, as you can see, and I'm just coating her hair in it, making sure that it gets completely covering her hair, working it through, especially the ends, because the ends are what tend to be the most frizzy, so I'm especially working it into the ends and combing it through with my fingers to make sure that all the tangles are out, just so that I didn't miss any. And then I'm going to let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes to really let it penetrate the hair. And then I will see you guys after the 5 minutes are over and after I rinse all the conditioner out. So her hair is all rinsed out of the conditioner, and I'm going to go ahead and dry it thoroughly with a towel, and I'm going to make sure I get her face and her body too. So that way there isn't any water leaking into her joints and making her all moldy. So I've towel dried it, and I'm going to style her hair to look like Belle's hair. And I'm actually going to take you guys step by step through that, and I will go show you guys how I do it. Her hair has been towel dried. It's very floofy, and I have brushed it out again with this little brush so that it is nice and smooth for when I do it. And the first thing I'm going to do is isolate 2 sections from the top of her head to wrap around the back to make her little floofs that are in her bun. They're gonna have to be pretty twisted, but that's okay. They're gonna be like those little ones that go on top. So I've got one. Hopefully I'll be able to make it be isolated. Okay, so I've got that one. It's pretty thick, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna try and make the other one just the same. They're about even now, and then I'm going to tie them off very loosely in the front so that they are out of the way with an elastic, and it looks pretty bad right now, I know. But hopefully it will turn out in the end. Okay, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a section of hair into a ponytail. Let me see if I can do this so that you can see. I'm going to try and do that. Ugh, there's too much hair. She has a lot of hair and it's really thick. So my problem is I am trying to get it without making it too thick. But I suppose that this will be okay. So I'm going to take an elastic, if I can get it, and tie it on top of her head. Not quite on top, but about in the middle of her head. I will show you guys the exact placement in just a second. There we go. Yeah, so it's about right here on her head. It's about a diagonal line from her jaw. The correct placement of a ballet bun, right, by the way. So now that that is done, I'm going to take these 2 sections that we isolated in the front and separate them and brush them out. And I'm going to attempt to arrange them so that they can be those little flaps that go into her bun. I don't know how well that's going to work, but hey, I'm going to try. Yeah. So that looks pretty close, if I do say so myself. Let me see here. Come on, work. Like this. And what I'm going to do to secure that is tie it with an elastic. And I want to make sure it stays like that. There we go. Okay. So that's what it looks like. I'm going to make it a little bit looser. There we go. And if I can find the strand that I used, I'm going to try and twist it to make the twist a little bit tighter. So I'm going to twist it and try and make the twist tighter from inside. There we go. This is what it looks like so far, people. Yeah. That's what it looks like so far. And then I'm going to take the other one and do the same thing. So I finished doing the other side, and this is what it looks like right now. And I think it looks pretty good. And what I'm going to do is for the ponytail that's on top, I'm going to separate a little, I'm going to take a little bit out and just leave it hanging down her back. And I'm going to take this part and twist it and wrap it into a bun so that it looks like Belle's signature look. I'm just going to twist it into a nice bun and wrap it with an elastic. I might take a little bit of arranging, and that's what I'm currently doing. I'm arranging it. This is what it looks like right now. I think it looks pretty good. And what I'm going to do is, because they're like there's this like fuzzy, like elastic part right there. The thing I'm going to do to hide that is I'm going to take a yellow ribbon and wrap it around her hair and then just tie it in the back and make it look good. That is basically all I will do. I'm going to use another elastic though, so that it will be nice and flat, because I'm a dancer at heart, and dancers always have nice flat buns. So that is what I am trying to achieve right here, is to make the bun nice. And one thing I'm going to do to hide it, to make it lay a little bit more flat, I'm going to take a bobby pin and stick it in to make it stay. And then I will tie the ribbon around it and show you guys what I do next. So now that her hair is all done and looking beautiful, I now have to find her a dress and make that look beautiful. And I found this Belle dress in my box of long dresses that I have, and I just think it looks perfect. It goes perfectly with the ribbon in her hair. It's very detailed and beautiful. It has some like gold roses in glitter on the bottom, and I just think it looks very, very beautiful. And then I'm going to show you guys what shoes I have. So these are the shoes I found her. They are these little yellow high heels. They're pretty plain, but you won't really be able to see them under the dress, and I just wanted something that would match and that would be nice and simple. So she is finished, and I think she looks fantastic. I did give her a little extra touch. I gave her this little rose that she is holding right now. It's just a little flower, but I think it goes good to her story. And if you hear a whole bunch of little clicking, it is because my dog is walking around. But I think that the rose adds an extra little pop of color so that she isn't just all yellow. And also, it is true to the story. It's like the enchanted rose. Her hair looks great. I'll see if I can show you her hair. Her hair looks great. As you can see, her hair is nice and smooth. The little ribbon looks great. You can kind of see a little bit of the bobby pin right there, but that's okay. I think she looks beautiful. There are her little yellow shoes. Her dress is nice and sparkly. She looks fantastic. Her rose is falling out of her hand. Go back in, Rose. There we go. So anyway, this is the first doll that I've fixed up, and I think I did a very good job. I'm very happy with her, and I'm now going to show you guys. So this is the other doll I have to fix. It's the Rapunzel one, and the first thing I'm going to take care of is her hair. Her hair is not that tangled, but it is a little bit, and it's also in this messy ponytail thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove it, and then I'm going to go through my normal process of washing the hair. And if I do anything different, I will record that. But if I don't, I'm just going to do my normal thing where I rinse it in hot water, put the conditioner in it, leave it for 5 minutes, rinse it out, and then brush it. That is what I'm going to do with her once I get the ponytail out. I might be doing something else, and if I decide to do that, I will show you guys how I do it. But I'm going to go ahead and take out this ponytail and wash it normally. So I did decide to do the other thing. Since I really want her hair to be super shiny and soft, now that the conditioner's in, I haven't rinsed it out yet, I put the conditioner in it, I'm going to dunk it into this cup of really hot water to defrizz it and increase shine. So I'm just dunking it and doing that repeatedly in the super hot water. And then I'm just going to rinse it out and brush her hair. So as you can see, her hair looks really good. I didn't even have to trim it or anything. It's long and shiny. It's very long. As you can see, it goes all the way down to her feet. It's very soft to the touch. Let me see if I can get her to turn around. I'm holding the camera with one hand and doing this with the other. Yeah, her hair is very, very nice. Now, all I have to do to finish her is to find her a dress and shoes. And once I find her a dress and shoes, I will record again. So here is the dress and the shoes I gave her. I actually had a Rapunzel dress in my box of dresses, and I think it fits her perfectly. And these shoes I think do too. They're lavender, and they are like floral, I don't know if you can see, but they're kind of floral. I just think it looks perfect for her character. Yeah, I think she looks pretty great. And I think that is all I'm going to do for her except for one last detail, and I'm going to go ahead and do that and then meet up with you later. So this is the finished product. I gave Rapunzel 2 little flowers next to her ear just because I thought she needed something extra to spice up her look a little bit. And I also gave, you know, Belle the same little kind of flower, except it's red to stand for like the magic rose. And I think I did a pretty good job on both of them. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And let me know if you like the double doll version or if you just want me to go back to doing single dolls at a time. But that is all I have for today, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more awesome videos on my channel. And I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned. Bye!